Hello, everybody. It's Mike. I'm going to share with you my live trades that I'm day trading. It's kind of in the afternoon. The volume is a little bit low. I feel like it's a good time to do this. Haven't done that in a while. So just to share with you what trades I'm holding. I'm shorting Boeing. It kind of has this bear flag here indicating that it's going to move down. So I shorted it right at this candle, 100 shares at 226. I risked almost a point. So I'm waiting for it to go to 225. Then I'll buy to cover that short. I'm waiting also for this Apple trade, which actually just has been filled. Very small position, 100 shares of Apple at 127.50. The stop loss is 127.30, so it's only I guess $20 loser if I were to lose this, but I don't think I will. This 127.50 has been tested. I think this would be the fourth time that it has tested it, and it looks like it has tested that successfully. So it's a small risk for me to take. But my bigger goal in Apple would be this 128 level. See how many times it has tried to test that 128 levels. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 times that it has tried and failed. Hopefully this time is going to go back up to that level, and I'm going to buy when just right after it gets above 128. So we'll see how it pans out. So I have 100 shares, 127.50. Stop loss 127.30. All right. Boeing short. I entered here. I initially risked $1, so I'm not going to let this turn into a losing trade. If it gets to my entry, I'm going to sell. I got about $70 here, but it's moving back up. So I'm just going to wait. I'm not selling. I'm not closing the position until it gets to 125. That way I get a full $100. If not, goes back to zero, I get nothing. That's fine. I'm not, it's kind of, it's a day that I don't, I want to make either a lot of money or no money at all. So that is my trade. And so with this, you can kind of watch it together. I'll talk as I trade. I also have other monitors. Let me just quickly share with you what I'm looking at. I have another monitor here that I'm scanning multiple stocks at a time. All right, go back to the main screen. Yeah. Apple is looking fine. Let's take a look at JMIA. JMIA looks good. 39.6, 45 cents. So I can enter JMIA over 39.6. Stop loss is going to be 40 cents or 60 cents. Let's see that. Let's just take 100 shares. 39.61. All right. Either be a loser or winner. I'm only risking, I guess, $40 here. UPST. Yeah, this, let me do that, 63. Oops, Boeing doesn't look good. About to be stopped out of Boeing. All right, I'm in JMIA. Apple looking very nice. Yeah, Apple, I was in at 127.50. Now Apple is at 127.70. So I made $20 in Apple. This is very small share size that I took in Apple. So Boeing, stopped out of Boeing, lost, about $10 or so. Again, that was because I risked $1 for this trade. I entered here, stop loss here, 120, 227. I was looking for $1, didn't get $1. So stopped out. So let's now shift our focus into Apple. Ooh, I made, what is it? About $30 in Apple. It's a very nice entry here. See how many times it has tested that. Tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right, made $30 in Apple. I'm not gonna sell, right? Again, as I told you, my bigger goal is for it to test this 128 level. So I'm waiting for that test. JMIA looking better. Right. JMIA, I risk 40 cents. So my target is going to be, of course, over 40 cents. So, I mean, ideally 40 cents. So just around this 40.00 price target. Again, I entered at 39.60, risk to 39.20. So that's 40 cents. 40 is going to be my initial target, at which point I'll take a partial. So far I lost $10 in Boeing. That was because I was too, let's say, I don't know what to say. It's too stubborn. I wanted $1 in that trade. Didn't get $1, got 65% there. I wanted to move out of that trade in Boeing. But Apple is paying me back. In retrospect, I probably should have entered more. Usually my share size in Apple is, I'm willing to risk about $200 on Apple. Here, I risk $20. So usually I trade 10 times bigger size. Because Apple doesn't move much. But today is a good day for Apple, same as yesterday. Let me show you the chart of Apple yesterday. This 127 area was very critical. You see it tested once, 2 times, third time is the charm. It broke through. Stop loss from here to here was 50 cents and target 50 cents. So it was a nice trade in Apple. I'm looking for the same thing today. See how many times it has tested that. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This is its 4th time trying to test that 128 level. JMIA still looking good. Apple is moving up. My thinking with Apple is that it's going to go really close to the 128, and then it's going to pull back a little bit. So hopefully that pullback is about a 20-cent spread. Then I can enter more shares. Going big today. If you have any questions, you can ask me. All right, JMIA made $40 in JMIA. I'm going to take half position off. Apple looking really nice now. I'm going to place an order for Apple to buy. I'm anticipating that my stop loss will be 20 cents. So I'm going to buy 300 shares of Apple. The stop order means that when it gets above a certain price, it will trigger a market buy. So I'm setting it at 128.05. See, there's 36,000 shares being sold at 127. What does that mean? That means people are selling this share at this 127.94 price. So that's a resistance to the stock. Wait until you see how many sellers are there at 128, if there's any. 37,000, all right? So those are the two critical areas that this stock has to get over. So 128.05 is good. And if I was a little bit more patient in Boeing, would have made, I think eventually it will move down. I just didn't want to hold it here. Again, I entered at 226. I think it's going to move down. But like I said, I did not want to lose any money in this trade. Other than I lost only like $10 because of the spread. But if I obeyed my stop loss, and if it actually did make my stop loss, it would have lost $100. So $10 is better than $100. Plus, I wanted to devote my attention to JMIA and APPL. So that's why I did not want to stay in the Boeing trade anymore. All right, Apple is approaching target. See a lot of sellers at 128. So this is reading the level 2 of the stock as well. When day trading, you want to see what is the resistance for the stock. You can see 127.95 is not a resistance because there are only 600 shares sold. Like I'm buying 300 shares, so 36,000. That's a lot more. So that's a big resistance that the stock has to get through. And obviously, you can see my stop loss. If I get this trade, is going to be to the 127. Let's move it down to 70. Yeah, let's say 70. 127.70. So, $30 dollars, 30 cents, and 300 shares. So risking only $90. It's a very nice entry. See, the 37,000 shares is still there, not being filled yet. You want to see that number goes down. And I'm still holding on to 50 shares of JMIA. I think 40, let's put on the 5-minute chart. Maybe not. All right, where is that now? Okay, this is worrying me. It disappears. So the 128, 37,000 buyers, sellers are not there anymore. I don't see them. You only see it's 2,000. So they're hiding. That's worrisome. All right, hopefully as it gets through this, it's gonna fly. I think JMIA can get to 41. I don't know. If it gets to 41, that's $100 for me. See, Apple is still struggling at 128. And I don't see the big sellers there anymore. See, it got over 128.1. So the big seller is hiding. That's not good. But you know, I'm willing to lose what did I say? $100 in this trade. All right, got through. Now I'm getting filled. Trade Apple. Obviously, the filled price was 128.05. It really needs to go 30 cents right now so I can earn. I can earn $100. All right, 5 cents in the money. That's $15. Oh, that's not, I did not include this 100 shares that I bought here at this level. So just to recap my trade in Apple, and at the end of the video, I will do it again. I pre-entered, I bought 100 shares basically right here. After seeing that it has tested that 127.50 level pretty much 4 times, and the 4th time it has succeeded. Stop loss there was 20 cents. So 100 shares, 20 cents, risk $20. But I said that my eye on the target was this $128 area. Today it has tested that 4th time. This is the 4th time that it has tested that 128 area. So I was waiting for the 128. With my 100 shares that I bought at 127.50, I made $50. You know, it moved to 128, so I made $50 on this share, and I'm risking now $90 on my ad at 128 to 127.70. If it were to fail, I was risking $90. So this is a very nice trade, and obviously I'm not losing now. I've made 20 cents on the 300 shares ad. Now the stock is moving up a lot, moving forward. Very nice trade. Exactly what I wanted to to show on my video. It would be bad if it fails, but but that's the life of trading. Sometimes it fails, sometimes you get money. With trading, in order to be successful, you have to know how much you're willing to risk, and how much you're willing to, if you risk more, you're going to earn more, right? So I risk here $90. I'm looking for about $90 to $100. So I'm going to take a 50 shares partial on my initial 127.50 entry. You can see the stock is now pulling back down. So did not quite reach my 128.30 target. So let's see how it does after that. If it gets below 128, I'm gonna get out. Don't want to lose any money on this trade. Hopefully it doesn't get below. Come on, do it for me here. Apple. All right, very nice. Move up for me. Come on, let's go. JMIA is still holding there. Yeah, I'm just gonna exit it if it gets to my entry. You know, I said I'm gonna exit it if it gets below 128, my entry. But you want to obey your initial stop loss. So to be strict on myself, I should not exit until 127.70, my initial stop loss. But like I said, it's a slow afternoon, almost 3 o'clock. Don't want to lose any more money. Just gonna, if I get money, that's fine. Well, that's good. If I don't get money, I don't want to lose money. Hopefully that makes sense. So JMIA is arcing over, so I'm just gonna exit the rest of the position. Made about $20 on that trade. It's fine. So that pays for the Boeing trade. All right, Apple is fighting. It's really fighting the 128. I'm going to take another 50 shares partial on my previous 127.50 entry. So I entered 127.50, 100 shares. It moved to 128. Let's say 128. So I made $50 there. All right, now it has been, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes since it broke through the 128 resistance. Like I said, I was looking for 30 cents at least on this trade. I was hoping really 50 cents, but to be realistic, it's an afternoon, it's December, not a lot of people are trading. Not a lot of motivation in the market to trade. And so 30 cents, if it gets to 30 cents, I'm going to take 100 shares or maybe 150 shares off the table. And again, the reason why I wanted to take that 128 entry was because of the 1, 2, 3, 4 times that it tried to move above that level. So the 128 resistance now seems to be support, meaning that the stock prices doesn't get below that 128. And the psychology of the reason behind the fact that resistance now serves as support is really psychology of buyers. People like me, they watch Apple stock. They can see that it tested the 128 area 4 times today, but they missed. Maybe they just got distracted a little bit on a different trade. They missed that 128 buy. And so when it comes back down to the 128, they said, "Oh, it's really a good price. They're going to buy." So if you have a lot of buyers more than sellers, that's going to be support, meaning the stock doesn't drop below that. Which seems to be the case for the past 7 minutes. Now, this can change, meaning you run out of buyers, sellers dominate, it drops below the 128. It could be that buyers win, pushing the stock price up. Looks like what it wants to do right now. You can see the, well, hopefully I don't want to jinx it. It's very nice. If it, you know, actually, if it holds above this 128 and moves past 128.25, I'm going to add another, let's say 200 shares. Then what do you guess to be my stop loss? Will be 128. With 200 shares, that's risking $50, right? So, I'm going to wait. This is suspenseful, so I want to see what it turns out to be. Could very well be that I'm going to lose money on. Well, not going to lose money on this trade. I got $50 as a footing to start with. So, holding this. Let's take a look at this stock, CRM. Salesforce, CRM over 224. Ooh, this looks good too. Wow. Look at how many times it tested 224. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times testing this 240.24. Stop loss 60 cents. So let's take 100 shares. 224 point. You can see 2,000 sellers, so 224. Say 224.02. Let's do that. See what we get today. So risking $6 on the CRM trade. Again, same level of analysis. You got a price that has been tested a couple times before. So you want to buy just right after it moves over that price. Apple doesn't look too good. Readying my sell order. Just as it gets below 128, I'm going to sell. Basically, been sitting here for 10 minutes. It is a very sad afternoon in Philadelphia. It's snowing outside. We have a snowstorm in the Northeast this week. It's just 3 p.m. It's basically very dark and got a lot of snow outside. So it's a nice day for me to stay at home and trade. And we're looking at a pretty good trade in CRM, and hopefully this Apple will do it for us here. So let me share with you quickly my other screen. So this is what I look at. I'm looking at the Qs indicator for the tech stocks, NASDAQ heavy stocks, and the SPY overall indicator of the US market. I'm using these two as an indicator for my trades. BA just moved. Yeah, I was right to get out of BA. Back to my story. So the SPY and the Qs are very good indicators of the stock market. If the SPY is going down, very, very, very likely that Apple will go down too. So I'm watching the SPY at the same time that I'm trading Apple. If I see that the SPY, if I see like a very big red candle in the SPY, that means Apple will likely follow, or Apple has already produced that red candle before that red candle in the SPY. So I need to watch these at all times when I'm trading, because the SPY, again, is the overall indicator of the stock market for the United States, and the Q, good indicator for tech stocks. So as you can see, you can actually see Apple and SPY at the same time. See, this SPY has been sitting here for the past 10 minutes. That's the same thing that Apple is doing. If the SPY drops this level, 370, let's say 370.50, Apple will drop 128. I'm certain of that. But again, I'm trading Apple. I'm not trading the SPY, so I obviously would have to pay more focus, pay more attention into Apple. All right, come on, Apple. 128. It looks like it's going to fail. So I'm ready to click the button. Sometimes stocks can go, you can say the 128 is a critical area. Sometimes it gets to 127.97 and then it comes right back up. So that's why you need to watch the stock. Like I could place an automatic order in here, but sometimes it just reaches out, grabs that order, and then goes away. I've lost tons of money doing that. So I'm just going to watch it and then press the button myself. But again, also I'm not losing money on this trade. So yeah, you got to break even trade. So a recap, when I started this video at about 2:30, I showed you a trade in Boeing, which I was getting $70 in that trade, but I was looking for $100. So I did not sell or did not close the position. So I lost, just $10, which is nothing. And then I got a trade in JMIA, JMIA. I risked 20 cents. I got like 50 cents. So that was a nice trade. Paid back for the Boeing and gained like $20 for lunch. I entered Apple, 127.50, risked 20 cents, got 50 cents, 100 shares, so got $50. And now I was getting 25 cents, meaning about $70 in Apple. I was looking for 120. What was I? I was looking for 100. Did not sell, and now it's going back to 128, which means I'm going to zero on my ad in Apple. So net overall earned about $50 to $100 since I have showed you my trades. All right, CRM is crawling back up here. 224 is a really nice area. See what I said? I just said this, like I said it right here. And look what happened. Look at this candle that I have and look over here, right? So you can see H means the high of that candle, 128.06. L means the low of that candle, 127.97. What does that mean? If you had an order at 127.97 to sell it, an automatic order to sell it, it would have grabbed that and took you out. And then look at what it did. It came right back up. So that is exactly the reason why you don't want to have an automatic order in the system. It's because of that exact reason. It's spready. So you just have to look at it and trade. You know, that's you have one job, to sit here and click the button. There's no reason to have the computer do that for you. All right, Apple is crawling back up. I'm pretty happy about this. I'm gonna place a buy order. All right, now I can only buy another 100 shares of Apple. Fine. 130. Let's do 125. I don't know. Yeah. You can see I'm putting my entries in weird numbers. 224.02, 128.26. That is because in trading, you have a whole round numbers or quarter numbers. So let's say 224, that's a whole round number. You're going to see a lot of resistance there. If I place 224.02, what does that mean? That means it has passed the resistance. It will fail me, right? If I place 224, look at this 224 right here. It will grab that order, comes right back down. So 224.02, may not even be the best. I should have placed it at 224.05, but it really depends on what's here. I showed you before at 128, you got 37,000 sellers, exactly 128.00. So putting it at 128.02 would have been nice, right? So it depends on what gets here, all right? And Apple is now not doing anything. SPY actually just broke 370.50. So I think I'm gonna be forced out of Apple very soon. Or unless it does something else for me. Yeah, this is day trading, folks. If you're watching this video and you're bored, imagine me sitting here for what market is open from 9:30 to 4. So how many hours is that? I'm bad at math. 7, 8 hours, 7.5. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry. I'm gonna get out of Apple now. 300 shares. Yeah, now it really wants to go down. Does it? Yeah, 6.5 hours from 9:30 to 4. This is what I'm doing. So waiting and waiting and waiting. It also includes planning, which you just need to do some quick calculations. Where's your stop loss? Where's your target? What's your entry? What's the share price? Share size. And the rest is just execution. Just sit and wait. All right, so I waited for Apple from here. All right, now I'm out. Oh, come on. Market. All right, so actually turns out to be a $30 loss on that trade because I was not quick enough. See, I had a wrong order here to place. I put it as a stop. I needed to have it at a market, so I pressed the wrong button, lost $30 just like that. It's like very quickly, like in a matter of seconds. So the trade in Apple failed. And look at what I told you before. So let's take a look at the SPY again. I told you before that if the SPY failed that level, Apple is going to fail 128. And look at what happened. Both of them failed at the same time. And why is that? That is because Apple is a big component of the SPY. Like I said, SPY is a great indicator. It's like a crystal ball for trading. You look at the SPY to see where stocks want to go. What is the overall direction of the market? Today, the overall direction of the market is going up. As you can see, it moved off of the VWAP area. All right, now it's just kind of hanging above the VWAP. Overall, a flat day for the SPY, only up 0.25%. So there's nothing really going on here. So I think I'm going to end my video here. Thank you for watching. If you watched, look at BA. Look at BA. I'm interested in seeing what it will do now. So if you had watched my video from the beginning, I entered BA here at 226, stop loss 227. It moved down, not quite $1 yet. Moved back up, down again, back up again. Did not hit the 227, did not. But I was out here, so I don't care. Now it's coming back down to 225.30. I may get, if I were to stay in this trade and followed my trading plan carefully, then would have gotten $100 in BA. But also Apple failed. See how critical that 120, yeah, look at this. So going back to my big screen, See how critical this 128 level was? It was support for one, I don't know, however many candles there are here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, about 18 candles. So about 15 to 20 minutes. 128 was support. Look at what happened as soon as it breaks support. You got no support. You got, I don't know where's the support for Apple next, right? So that's why I wanted to exit right at 128. So this is day trading, guys. Just mostly, it's largely reading charts, thinking about what these candles mean, reading the tape, what are the orders in the market, what is the overall direction of the market. If I see that the SPY, oh crap. So let's put the SPY here. If I see that the SPY is downtrending, can you see, guys, that if you look at this, if you imagine there's a line going through all these candles, what is the direction of that line? It's going down, right? It's forming an arc. It's arcing over. Would I want to be long any stock right now? Would I want to be buying any stock and wanting it to move up? No, because it doesn't want to move up. I want to buy here when I can confirm that the SPY is moving up. Right? Right now it is moving down, so I don't want to buy anything. If anything, I want to short. All right, so it's all about reading the charts, understanding what's going on in the market, making plans of your trades, and executing them. That's about day trading. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.